Welcome back. Finding parking has always been a problem for some in downtown Palmetto, but the city has come up with what they say may be a solution by way of a parking trust. ABC 7's Dwayne Lindo explains.
In downtown Palmetto, parking is at a premium.
Parking is critical here. We do not have enough parking. Of course, Palmetto is growing. You know, all of Manatee County is growing.
For Helen Dixon, the owner of Sea Grape Seafood Market, something as simple as parking would mean more business for her and her neighbors.
Or they want to come to buy fish from us or to have their hair done here. And in order to do that, they're going to have accessibility.
Palmetto Mayor Shirley Groover Bryant says she wants to do just that. The city is looking to implement an ordinance that would allow business in the downtown area to develop small pieces of property without a required number of parking spaces. In exchange, the businesses would essentially purchase these spaces.
They could still build on that lot and use more of the property by purchasing into the parking trust.
The money would be held in a parking trust fund that would require the city to construct a new parking lot within 10 years, all within walking distance of downtown businesses. Bryant says it would also be an expanding opportunity for business owners in the city wanting to invest in Palmetto, an idea Bryant says has one realtor on board.
I could expand my building and pay into that. He said, I'd certainly like to have more space to work with inside as far as offices and so forth.
But with the potential for these parcels to have a heavy dollar amount, it may be a load for one small business to take on.
Where several of us small businesses could get together and work on one parcel, that would be for us. And then, of course, the larger businesses who would probably need a little bit more parking than we would need would then go with the larger parcels.
The city plans on continuing discussions on this issue during future workshops. Reporting in Palmetto, Dwayne Lindo, your Suncoast News.
Thank you, Dwayne. An update now on the controversy in the Burns Court area of Sarasota, where the city of Sarasota forced a business owner to take down his business sign. This was the sign in the landscaping outside Derek's Salon at Orange and Coconut. The city said freestanding or monument signs like that are no longer allowed on primary roads. Since we first covered this story last week, Derek says he's received hundreds of supportive comments on social media.
What are people generally saying to you?
The law should be more individualized, because we did a lot of research with the sign and we kind of knew what we wanted for the neighborhood. It sets you up when you come into the salon. And this is somewhat of an art neighborhood, and that's basically what people are saying. It was a piece of art.
Derek says he has since removed the sign. A city spokesperson said Derek could have appealed the decision to the planning board, but he says with his new business, he's in no position to risk spending hundreds or thousands of dollars to fight City Hall. Hear much more about the sign controversy tonight on ABC 7 News at 7. Happening today, the Department of Homeland Security starts increasing application fees to apply for citizenship. The naturalization application fee jumped from $595 to $640. The increase will also apply to those looking to renew their green card or someone who has a family member who wants to immigrate to the United States. U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services is the only agency within the Department of Homeland Security that's not funded by taxpayer dollars. Officials say the fee increases are vital to keeping the agency afloat and making sure they can keep serving customers effectively. A toddler's joy after being adopted is going viral on social media. Take a look. 3-year-old Michael is the newest member of the Brown family in Arizona, and his pictures show he could not be more excited. In one, the little boy is seen giving a fist bump, and in another, he's posing with his new mother and adoptive sister. Up until a few days ago, Michael was a foster child and was in the system for 832 days. He was also very shy, but the family says he's opened up and bonded with everyone since being in the family. Ironically, his last name was Brown, just like theirs, so they say their union was meant to be.
My children's last name is Brown, and his was already Brown when we got him, so it was, like, again, meant to be. Valentine's baby, his last name was Brown. Everyone always says he looks just like the girls.
His adoptive sister posted his photos on Twitter, and they've become a big hit on social media. We can see why. He's a cute little boy. All right, let's get a check on our weather again with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan. Bob?
Thanks, Scott. A great story right there, and a great story for us here along the Sun Coast. Temperatures pretty warm. Even at this hour, 79 degrees, and we're looking at a few clouds rolling in from the south right now. The dew point at 58 and the humidity 48%. East winds are at 8 miles an hour and the pressure 3019. That is still high as a result of this large area of high pressure kind of sprawling all the way through the southeast and then out into the Gulf of Mexico. The winds around the high pressure in the northern hemisphere rotate in a clockwise fashion, and that is keeping this front well pinned to the west of us, and it's not going to make much of an advance in our direction. We'll have more in our forecast coming up in just a few minutes. Scott?
Okay, Bob, thank you. Tonight, the manhunt for a road rage suspect is over in Arkansas. The man accused of shooting and killing a 3-year-old boy is finally under arrest. 33-year-old Gary Holmes was arraigned this morning. He's being charged in the capital murder of 3-year-old Asen King in an apparent case of road rage. Police say last Saturday, Holmes opened fire into Asen's grandmother's car at an intersection. It wasn't until his grandmother later pulled into a JCPenney parking lot that she realized Asen had been shot in the back. Holmes is being held without bond. As President-elect Donald Trump spends part of his day golfing with Tiger Woods, reaction continues to roll in after a surprising tweet made by Trump. The Thursday tweet read in part, "The United States must greatly strengthen and expand its nuclear capability." MSNBC is reporting in an off-air conversation that Trump told a morning host, quote, "Let it be an arms race." This all comes after Russian President Vladimir Putin warned of strengthening its military and nuclear forces. Putin spoke today at an annual news conference saying he did not see anything unusual about Trump's pledge, but it is raising some eyebrows with others.
There was all kind of warnings, especially from Hillary Clinton, that when she said if a guy that you could bait with a tweet is not somebody you want put in charge of the nuclear arsenal. So one day in one moment, he combined that message.
Newly announced Press Secretary Sean Spicer says there will not be an arms race because other countries like Russia and China will get the message and, quote, come to their senses. Here in Florida, a new prosecutor has been assigned to investigate a complaint against Attorney General Pam Bondi. The complaint stems from scrutiny this year over a $25,000 campaign contribution that Bondi received from President-elect Donald Trump back in 2013. Bondi asked for the donation around the same time her office was being asked to investigate Trump University. Governor Rick Scott assigned the case Friday to State Attorney Stephen Russell. He has 1 year to decide whether the complaint has any merit. Some shocking allegations for a beauty pageant contestant running for Miss Florida USA. She's being accused of getting drunk and attacking a man with a baseball bat. It allegedly happened at a party she was throwing. Andrew Perez has the story.
She's a pageant girl, a role model.
Vanessa Barcelo, Miami Lakes.
No doubt used to the spotlight and getting her picture taken, but posing for a mugshot? That's unfamiliar territory for Vanessa Barcelo, who was arrested for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. If you take a close look at the photo, the pageant queen is still in her Christmas wear. Authorities say she was throwing a party and attacked one of her guests with a baseball bat.
She's obviously distressed, but she feels that she'll be exonerated when the truth comes out.
Grant Gravitt with Miss Florida USA says he spoke with Barcelo shortly after she was released from jail. According to the police report obtained by Local 10, Barcelo was throwing a house party to promote her cake business when she and her guests became intoxicated. She got into an argument with a male guest and demanded he leave, which police say he started to. But according to the report, Barcelo still armed herself with a blue Nike aluminum bat she keeps in the living room. She kept pushing the victim with a baseball bat as he walked toward the sidewalk and eventually hits him anyways. Barcelo and another guest allegedly kept hitting the victim while he was on the ground. The man hit, according to Barcelo, is a local radio DJ. His Facebook page shows Power 96. Pageant officials say they're going to keep following this case.
There is certainly a ethics code of conduct, but right now we're just kind of waiting for her day in court.
Gravitt says her status in the pageant could depend on the outcome of the arrest. The victim was taken to the hospital to be treated for injuries, which included a laceration under his eye. Coming up, some good news for shoppers who are using Amazon Prime to deliver gifts. Plus,
so there's a lot of things that your pets can get into during the holidays. Piper the pig is actually trying to get into the cookies.
From pigs to dogs and cats, pets are a very special part of our families. I'll show you how to keep them safe for Christmas.
Sarasota Jungle Gardens invites your family to the Holiday Light Spectacular select nights in December. Come enjoy dazzling light displays, live entertainment, and pictures with Santa. Tickets and information available at the door or online at sarasota.junglegardens.com.
Hi, I'm Chef Judy. Every Wednesday morning, I'll be with the chefs at the Publix Aprons Cooking School serving up the most wonderful dishes. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. And services.com, A-N-D, services.com.
Alex Karras Lincoln's holiday sales event is here. Drive a brand new 2017 Lincoln MKC Sports Utility for $269 per month, or a 2017 MKZ for $299 per month. We are proud to introduce the newest addition to the Lincoln lineup, the all-new 2017 Lincoln Continental. We have a great selection and ready for immediate delivery. Alex Karras Lincoln, affordable luxury, winner of the prestigious 2015 President's Award, serving Florida's Sun Coast since 1978. We're located 2 miles north of the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport on US 41.
A poodle butter dish. I'll use this. A chicken purse. It's so artsy. You're really good at giving gifts.
This holiday, give the perfect gift.
Perfect.
Flowers, always the perfect gift. Beneva Flowers and Gifts, exceeding your expectations.
Don't miss the 19th annual Thunder by the Bay Motorcycle Festival, January 5th through the 8th, to benefit Suncoast Charities for Children. This year's festival welcomes special guest Blue Oyster Cult to the premier sports campus at Lakewood Ranch on January 8th at 4 p.m. Admission is free. Festival events include a sporting clay tournament, kickoff party, welcome Thunder event, Cruise for Cash charity motorcycle ride, and a 2-day Rockin' and Riding at the Ranch festival featuring vendors, live music, a taste of Thunder area, and more. VIP tickets are available. For tickets and info, visit thunderbythebay.org.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
Don't miss Sarasota Jungle Gardens Holiday Light Spectacular select nights in December. There's joyous music, roasting marshmallows, and festive family activities. Tickets and information available at the door or online at sarasota.junglegardens.com.
Merry Christmas.
It's not always easy to shop for pets, especially our cats, but one app is looking to make that process a little easier. In time for the holidays is a cat selfie app called Candid Capmera. It automatically takes selfies of your pet while distracting it with interactive games. The app is available for download now, and the makers say it's the perfect way to wish your cat a meowy Christmas. Sorry about that. Another way to ensure your pet's holiday is to keep them safe, of course. ABC7's Alex Redmond has more on the pet dangers lurking in your decorations and festive foods. Alex?
That's right, Scott. Pet-proofing your home during the holidays is a must because those same shiny objects that attract small children and many pets have that same mentality.
There's so many extra wires out at Christmas.
Pet pigs love to chew wires.
Cats love to chew wires, puppies love to chew wires, and that will immediately cause damage to their lungs. They'll bleed into their lungs when they chew and get electrified.
I would unplug the tree so I didn't have any issues with lights or cords or plugs or anything along the lines of that.
Amy Kowalski says 11-year-old Bailey Barkowski used to be a handful at Christmas time.
She liked tinsel, so we would crate her a lot.
Tinsel attracts cats and dogs and causes linear obstruction requiring surgery, says veterinarian Dr. Kate Cole, better known as Dr. Kate.
You're going to accordion fold all the intestines together and then try to pull it out, and it will tear through their intestines.
Dr. Kate cautions you can cut the excess off, but leave a little tab so the vet can trace it.
We would bake cookies for Christmas time, so a lot of dough would drop on the ground.
There's a lot of things you have to watch out for with your pet eating this holiday season. Piper the pig wants the cookies that are up here, but Dr. Kate's put them way out of reach.
Dough is deadly. Never leave dough around. The dog will get up, eat it, and it will expand in his stomach, and you've got to get it out. It is an emergency surgery.
Then there's the not so obvious.
You get a gift and you put it under the tree. It's wrapped and it's a box of chocolates. You don't know that until you come home and find the dog's eaten all of it.
Call the vet immediately, says Dr. Kate.
Sometimes we tell you to give peroxide orally.
Pets can step on broken glass Christmas ornaments, says Dr. Kate.
If they've eaten a shard of glass or an ornament, you're not going to want to make your pet vomit with hydrogen peroxide.
If you suspect your pet's eaten something, it could be the difference between life and death.
Call your vet, honestly, because it depends what they've eaten.
Candles are another danger to pets, and Dr. Kate suggests if you want extra light, to use the flameless ones.
So, Alex, let's say a lot of people having parties this time of year. What should you do with your pets then?
As a person that has multiple pets, Dr. Kate also suggests either put them in a crate if they're crate trained, but don't put them in the crate if they're not, because it can really stress them out. Have them stay with a friend who has a pet that they get along with, but keep them out of the way of people and the dangers.
Okay. Alex, thank you. Let's check our Suncoast traffic watch right now. There's still a crash being reported in Lakewood Ranch. In Sarasota, there's a crash off Stickney Point Road and Gateway. And then going into South Sarasota County, a crash being reported on I-75 near the River Road interchange with some backup there. Now over to Bob for a check on our weather again. Bob?
Look at this photo that was sent in today. This is a beautiful shot from Siesta Key. Look how clear that water is. Very clear. And not much of a surf as a result of a high pressure ridge, which is really keeping the winds down right now. This from Barbara Siebers, and a pretty good forecast for beachgoers over the upcoming days. Here's a look at the Van Wezel webcam time lapse showing lots of sunshine throughout most of the day. This afternoon, just after 3, we start to see these clouds rolling in, unfortunately obscuring a little bit of that sunset tonight, but still a nice evening. And the red tide report has just come out from the again, the FWC, and it is showing the concentrations lessening. That's a good sign. They're still there. Medium to high concentrations being detected now, especially near New Pass, just a couple near Big Pass, and also down south. We were reporting in Charlotte County last week. Not a problem this year. It's just, I should say, at this time of year, right now, it has gone away a little bit, but still a couple of areas there near, looks like Longboat Pass, and also in the northern tip of Anna Maria Island. We're getting high concentrations there, medium concentrations along Big Pass as well as into New Pass. The heaviest concentration right there in New Pass, but it is spotty, so that's a good sign, and it looks like it is not as much going on with the latest report. So we'll hope that is the trend and stays that way through the upcoming week. As far as the satellite and radar imagery goes, nothing to show you on the rain, but some clouds have moved in. As I mentioned, those mid-level cloudiness clouds have moved in. 79 degrees. Dew point is still pretty nice at 58 degrees. East winds at 8, and so we'll see a comfortable evening tonight with lows generally in the low to mid-60s. High today was 83 degrees, and 86 is our record. We're going to get close to these numbers, the records, I think, over the upcoming 2 days. The low this morning was 58. That was above the average of 53 degrees. And on this date, back in 1989, on Christmas Eve, yes, Sarasota and parts of Manatee County reported snowfall. That was the last time really a significant amount of snow was falling in this area. Today, no rainfall report and no snow either. And temperatures are going to stay pretty warm and mild overnight. Low temperatures down into the low to mid 60s. We will see a little bit of patchy fog. Right now, current temperature at Tallahassee, dew point at 50, 58 in Sarasota, 66 degrees in Key West. Actual temperature now 79 in Sarasota, Key West, and Miami. So pretty warm here and across the area. Mayaca City still reporting 80, 79 in Northport, 78 in Inglewood. The forecast for tomorrow will start off into the upper 50s to near 60 and warm up in the low 80s. Now, this is going to be near the coast. If you're east of I-75, we're talking mid-80s for highs, and there's a slight chance even for an isolated shower. The forecast, winds out of the east tonight will bring some patchy fog around. Should not stick around all that long tomorrow, similar to what we saw today. Sun coming out, and it will be making for a beautiful day. As far as the rest of the U.S. is concerned, the storm track has shifted out west with a big trough of low pressure there, and over the eastern portion of the United States, just one lone storm. There are lots of watches and warnings. Snow cover, white Christmas covering a lot of the United States, stretching all the way from New York all the way to Northern California. There's snow on the ground there, so lots of snow and more snow on the way for the western states. Northeast winds for boaters tomorrow, and seas running just around 1 to 2 feet with a light chop out there. This extended forecast looks like this. Temperatures staying pretty warm. riding in through the next 7 days, really. 72 on Friday, still at average. Well, the fishing has been a little slack as of late for the past couple of weeks, according to Captain Johnny Walker. But this past Wednesday, it picked up big time. Here's more. With the colorless, opaque, dull, Midwestern-looking winter sky, we made our way out to the grass flats with some live shrimp. A quick lesson from the captain, and these two boys from Indianapolis were ready to reel them in. First fish, this one.
What is that? It's a floatfish.
It blows up like a balloon for a reason.
No, when they're scared, that's their defense. The fish tries to swallow, and they blow up, and the fish can't swallow.
And as the threat diminishes, it deflates and is gone in a poof.
He's gone. He just blew.
Oh my God.
Ethan hooks up and muscles this fun-fighting fish into the boat.
One fish, two fish, three fish, bluefish.
One of only 21 fish he caught on this day, but who's counting?
You think, Bob? I'll tell you what, this is a heck of a day. A lot of fish being caught. No signs of really red tide. You know what? This is a great day.
Younger brother Owen couldn't agree more, catching this ladyfish known as the poor man's tarpon.
They jump a lot. That's a big one. Little. Yeah. We don't bring them in the boat because they like to poop.
And it got even better as Ethan hooks this one of my favorites.
Pompano. Pompano.
All right.
Wow.
Look at that fish. That's beauty.
And it didn't stop there as the fishing remained steady through the morning as they land this Spanish mackerel. Despite the cold, the fishing kept these kids warm as they kept reeling them in one after another. And even Dad got into the act.
It's a nice one. Well, you know, we've had a great morning this morning. We have been tearing up the ladyfish and having a great time. Good day out on the water. Remember, take your kid fishing because someday they may take you.
That's not a bad idea either. You know, a little fishing guide trip, that would be good for...
Nice gift.
Yeah, nice gift there. A red grouper, this is a nice shot of Jay Riley catching this just this past week. And big fish, a red grouper off there. Jay Tinsky. We know him as a fly guy, using the fly rod there, hooked up a snook, and a nice catch, as well as Bo, Charlie, and Andy. Andy being the father there, they were out fishing at Beach Fishing Adventures. Steve Herrick taking them out there fishing, and they caught a nice drumfish, that is. He said they caught a lot of drums, and looks like fishing going on pretty good right now, Scott, as a result of maybe the red tide moving out, and Johnny also reporting seeing a little bit more pinfish activity, and that's a good sign, too.
Yeah.
Meaning maybe some of that red tide is moving out. It's still around, don't get me wrong, but it's slowly going away, hopefully.
Yeah, we hope.
Yeah.
Good riddance.
That's right.
All right. Thank you, Bob. In consumer news tonight, more and more people are becoming more confident about their personal finances. Consumer confidence in Florida is reaching some of its highest levels since the Great Recession. A University of Florida consumer survey finds confidence over 97%. That's almost 7 points higher than just last month. This month's score, the highest level since March of 2015 and the second highest since 2004. Amazon is expanding one of its services. Amazon Prime will now be available to 40 cities. The program first launched in New York 2 years ago. It offers 2-hour delivery in those cities. And if you're not done with your holiday shopping, Amazon Prime in those areas in 30 of the cities will offer the option to make purchases up until 9:45 p.m. on Christmas Eve, and they will still receive their gifts by midnight Christmas Day. That's pretty quick. A Christmas surprise from the home of the Whopper. Burger King is letting customers exchange unwanted holiday gifts for a flame-grilled Whopper. On December 26, select locations in Miami, London, and in Brazil, they'll let customers bring in gifts they are not happy with for the free burger. All gifts collected will then be donated to a local charity. Unfortunately, Burger Kings here on the Suncoast are not participating. And we'll be right back.
Hey, I'm really glad that you're taking a few moments to check out this video about the ministry of First Sarasota, Downtown Baptist Church. I'm William Hill, lead pastor here at First Sarasota. For the last 15 years, it's been my privilege to share in the life of this faith community, a community that centers itself around faith, friends, and family. Indeed, it is a ministry that's been in existence right here in this wonderful city for over a century.
Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beautyrest, iComfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. for a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
Holiday scratch-offs are here, and oh, they make great surprises. Imagine the joy they will bring. With over $126 million in prizes, use them for a wreath or a place card for your feast. Attach them, scratch them, and let the magic happen. Holiday scratch-offs. The Florida Lottery has them. Just imagine.
The year is winding down, and that means big savings for you during the Big Finish event going on now at Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota. Come shop the area's largest selection of new Jeep Wranglers. Take home a new Jeep Cherokee for as little as $19,999. Or stop by today and drive away in a brand new Jeep Renegade for just $15,999. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota.
Flooring Depot has been serving Sarasota and Manatee counties for over 20 years with the best products and installation. Flooring Depot offers carpet, tile, hardwood, and more. Before you buy, give us a try. Stop by our showroom or visit us on the web at bestvaluecarpet.com.
Selling your home? Insist on a 3D showcase tour from Gulf Shores Realty. Virtual tours are flat and boring and look more like a slideshow than a tour. A 3D tour from Gulf Shores Realty is like actually walking through the home without the drive. Get instant access to your next home from any device. Multiple views give homebuyers a perspective like no other. For a limited time, mention ABC7 and Gulf Shores Realty will provide a complimentary 3D tour with your new listing.
Lots of movies are competing for Christmas cash at the box office this weekend. Star Wars Rogue One is looking for another #1 spot. I think he'll get it, followed by the animated musical Sing, starring Matthew McConaughey. And then Chris Pratt and Jennifer Lawrence's sci-fi thriller Passengers is looking to round out the top 3 at theaters this weekend. The women of Sex and the City are returning to theaters. Carrie, Samantha, Miranda, and Charlotte will be back for a 3rd movie in the sequel. There's not a lot of details about the storyline just yet, but we understand shooting for that film will start next summer. Close sources say all of the women are reportedly very happy about the remake and can't wait to get started. Finally, tonight, tell the kids that Santa is on his way. St. Nick has started making his rounds across the globe, and you can track his every move with NORAD. Google has once again teaming up with NORAD to track Santa's movements. You can track him too. We've got a link on our website. Just go to mysuncoast.com. And we'll be right back with more news. Stay with us.
Whether you're a homeowner looking for a professional installation or a contractor looking for top quality products, Sarasota Glass and Mirror can meet your every need.
For 42 years, Sarasota Glass and Mirror has been the area's premier supplier and installer of quality glass products for your home or business. As an authorized PGT WinGuard dealer, we know how to protect your home with everything from the PGT WinGuard impact-resistant windows and doors to shower enclosures and decorative mirrors. The Sarasota Glass and Mirror team has the knowledge to tackle any project.